Welcome to the Year 11 into Year 12 course selection information. My name is Kate Blanford. I'm the Senior Curriculum Leader at the college, and I'll be talking you through these important steps as we move from our Year 11 into Year 12 subject selections. So it's important for all Year 11 students to be aware that in order to be promoted automatically from Year 11 into Year 12, there are some criteria that must be met. All students must achieve an average of 50% across their SACs, their school assessed coursework, throughout the year, and importantly, ensure that they have satisfactorily completed 9 of their 12 Year 11 units in order to proceed to Year 12. If we think about what that might look like, it is slightly different for our VCE and our VCE VM students. So let's start by looking at the VCE program. Our VCE students typically would choose 6 subjects at Year 11, and it's important that across those 6 subjects we have 12 units that are potentially able to be completed. Students need to make sure that they have satisfactorily completed at least 9 of those units, and that must include 1 unit from the English suite of subjects. So that's English, EAL, or Literature. Our Year 11 VCE students then select which of those subjects they will continue on with, choosing a total of 5 subjects for Year 12 that must include 1 of the Englishes. Please note that very rarely and occasionally there will be an issue with students maybe not able to complete the subjects that they have commenced in Year 11 due to issues with the timetable or blocking, and if that is the case, they can potentially pick up a new subject. Students who wish to pick up a new subject at Year 12 will need to go through a course counselling process. For our VM students, things are a little bit more straightforward. They continue to complete the VCE VM subjects and their VET course moving from Year 11 into Year 12, but it's important to note that VM students must satisfactorily complete 10 units across Year 11 in order to progress into Year 12. As you can see on this slide, we have the range of Year 12 subjects in VCE that would continue from Year 11 into Year 12, with the expectation, as I said, that students continue the same subjects across the 2-year program. Any subject that has run at Year 11 should run at Year 12 to ensure that that is possible for our students to complete the full 4 units of that subject. Once we compare the 2 year levels, Year 11 and 12, as part of that 2-year VCE program, we will have our students receiving their VCE certificate at the end of Year 12. So across those 2 years, students who complete a VCE certificate need to complete 16 units across the 2 years. And we know, of course, that a unit is a semester of work. Some students will complete 12 units in Year 11 and 10 units in Year 12. So that's 6 subjects at Year 11 and 5 subjects at Year 12. It is really important to note that in order to receive the VCE, students must ensure that they have at least 3 units of English, and that must include the 2 units of English at Year 12, which is a Unit 3 and 4 sequence. Students then need to make sure that across Year 12, they have completed 3 other whole year, so Semester 1 and Semester 2 sequences of Year 12 subjects in order to be eligible. So for example, students need to complete their English plus 3 other subjects at a Year 12 level, alongside the units that they've already completed at Year 11. In order to complete a VCE VM certification, students need to attend school for 3 days to complete their VM suite of subjects, plus they need to do 2 days of industry-specific training or work placement. Many VM students also complete a VET class. Some VM students may also undertake a school-based apprenticeship to contribute to that certificate. You will not be able to or be eligible for a VM certificate unless you have that VET or that school-based apprenticeship as part of your program. It's important to note that while the VCE VM is a senior secondary qualification, it will provide a pathway into a TAFE, apprenticeship, traineeship or employment, not direct entry to university. For our students who complete a VCE certificate, at the end of their 2 years, they will receive an Australian Tertiary Admissions rank or an ATAR score. This is calculated by an external body called VTAC, and it's used by tertiary institutions and TAFE to select students. It's based on a combination of internal school SAC and SAT results, as well as external VCAR run exams. So for each subject, Units 3 and 4, Year 12, students receive a study score out of 50 for that subject. To calculate the ATAR, the VTAC team take English plus the next best 3 subjects plus 10% of a 5th or 10% of a 6th subject if applicable. It is a ranking system, and the highest possible ATAR that can be achieved is an ATAR of 99.95. Some students may have heard, or some families may have heard, about an idea which is called scaling, and this is where subjects compare to other subjects. It's really important to note that scaling is based on the results of all students across the state in any particular subject in any particular year. And scaling really should not form part of your course selection consideration. It is much better to choose subjects that you are interested in and have been successful in, as that will give you the best possible opportunity to be successful and achieve the highest possible ATAR. So if we look at what this could potentially look like, you will see here this is a typical students program. We have 5 Year 12 subjects, including English. In the results column, you will see 3 results. This is calculated through the Unit 3 or Semester 1 of Year 12 result, the Semester 2 or Unit 4 result, plus the external VCA exam result from the end of the year. So students receive 2 internal-based results plus 1 external exam-based result. Those results are then contributed together to form a score out of 50, which is the study score. You can see here that these also can be shown as the scaled study score, where those study scores have been moderated against all students in the state within that cohort. So in order to calculate the ATAR, we have English plus the 3 next highest scores plus 10% of that 5th study, which in this case is PE, calculating an aggregate score which is converted to an ATAR. Or you could look at another example here. This is a student who has completed VCE Access, so they have done an additional VCE subject and they have a total of 6 subjects that they have their ATAR calculated from. Again, we take English plus the next 3 highest scores plus a 10% increment of the 2 additional subjects, calculated as an aggregate and then converted to an ATAR. Some students may also select to do an enhancement study. So students who have qualified may choose to fulfill a subject with a university institution, which also contributes to the ATAR score. You can see the table here where the result for the student in the enhancement subject is equivalent to a contribution to the ATAR, which you can see here can convert to a VCE study score. One of the bonuses of this is that, of course, it gives a taste of tertiary education. HECS is not incurred as part of this program, and students can get a head start and a taste of what university expectations might be like. There's a range of different subjects that are on offer for enhancement studies, and if you have questions about this one, the best person to speak to is our enrichment leader, Miss McIntyre, who can give you further information about the subjects that will be on offer in the year that you are interested in completing them. Thank you for your time today. I hope this has been an informative presentation. If you've got any questions or concerns, please reach out to the careers team, your coordination team, or your senior school team. Thank you.